How many sermons and eulogies have you heard where you're told that the dearly departed is in heaven? Well, does that make sense? Is that something that Jesus taught? One of the main things that I believe that is overlooked in this entire scheme is a promise that Jesus made in John chapter 5, verse 28 and 29, where he said, "Do not be amazed at this, for a day is coming when all in their graves," that's everyone, that's all in their graves, if you're in your grave, you have died, will hear his voice and come out. Now, when a person dies and they go to heaven, as many of these preachers and many believe, how can John chapter 5, verse 28 and 29, that's a promise, apply to you? Either what Jesus said there at John chapter 5 is a lie, or what many believe about going to heaven is a lie. Both can't be true. I'm siding with what Jesus promised at John chapter 5, verse 28 and 29, where all in their graves will hear his voice and come out. And to tack on top of that, Jesus didn't teach that anyone is going to heaven when they die. At John chapter 3, verse 13, Jesus taught that no one has ever gone to heaven except the one, not two, not three, except the one who came down from heaven. None of us, no human being, has come down from heaven. We came up from the earth. And when we die, we go back into the earth, into graves. So if you look at John chapter 5, verse 28 and 29, again, a promise. "Do not be amazed at this, for all in their graves will hear his voice and come out." That means that all persons who have died since Adam, including Adam, are in their graves to this very day, awaiting for that day that is coming, that time that is coming, when they will hear his voice and come out. So, if you're ever sitting in some setting where a preacher is eulogizing about someone who has died and that they're in heaven, or if you believe that your dead loved ones are in heaven, you're being lied to. All who have died are asleep in death, awaiting that great and wonderful day of the resurrection.